Like, ooh, ayy, finally got that deal, got a pen in my hand. Ooh, ayy, like how you tryna buy who the hell I am? You can keep your cash, I'm not that broke. I won't sign no contracts, I do me, y'all can't.
Oh, that ended quick. I'm sorry, guys. You guys don't get to see my whole intro.
What happened?
That was weird. I don't know. I think I dropped my mouse or my keyboard when I was moving it, and it hit the space bar. So it stopped it. It's all
let's
good.
start off by saying hello to Adam and Dab Exotics, and
yeah, we got some people. We got some people here today.
Yes, we do.
So I wasn't gonna talk about the elephant in the room, but we probably should talk about the elephant in the room.
I think we should,
positive.
I think we should wait until we get more people in here, though.
Yeah. There's
so
there's
how's
there's
everything going with you?
That's going good. I got ovulating females that I thought was going to shut down. I honestly thought my females were going to shut down. I have over 50 females paired. I moved on to first, and stuff just started ovulating. So 50 females is going to be around 550 babies. I sent you some pictures, and I sent another chat some pictures. Like clouded stuff, clouded blood, stuff like that. I'm hoping that the clouded
Heidi's
blood.
In here.
Yeah, Heidi's rocking it. Heidi's here. What's up? Sorry guys if you guys were messaging me today. I know I got like 50 messages today about the show. I run 2 stores now, and I've been at both of them today. So I've been busy today.
And Gecko 091, that's Leo, I believe.
Yes.
From Facebook,
yeah,
I think that's
we won't spend too much time on the elephant, but the elephant in the room is someone since we got a lot of people, I guarantee they're coming for this.
Oh, I know.
A certain person used the Gecko Roundtable that we did.
Just say it. He said our names. Say it.
Yeah, Frank used our video to promote breeding lemon frost. And he really attacked Huff Herps and Angela.
Do you think it was to promote it, or do you think it was to justify it?
Justify it. I think it was to justify it. So, here's my thing. Some people gave me snippets. I have not watched the video, but I've been sent 15-minute clips here and there. So some things might be out of context. But one person questioned me and says he's only bred lemon frost for 1 year. And he's talking about having these tumor-free lemon frosts. You can't tell in 1 year, guys. He's not taking all the studies. He's only using the studies that benefit him, that contradict him, contradict us. Here's the point about lemon frost, and anyone can do what they want. It doesn't matter. People that learn from the past and learn from the history of what's gone on are the people that are going to succeed. Yes, he keeps saying Angela breeds Enigma. I personally would not breed Enigma. She's breeding Enigma, but she is very upfront about what's going on. But Enigma isn't tumors, so I don't consider them both the same level. But we should learn that I will never breed Enigmas because of what happened, and I'm not going to breed lemon frost because of the tumors. There's so much more out there. I don't need to put thousands of leopard geckos in danger or in anything to try to bring a morph out and say I cleaned it up. I don't need my name saying I cleaned up lemon frost. It doesn't matter to me. There's so many more animals out there that can do beautiful things. Is it going to do what the lemon frost does? No, it's not going to have bulbous tumors off the neck.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
They're not tumors. They're moles.
Yeah,
that's what he said. They're moles.
Posted online. So he's using what that round table was. That round table is something very special to me, and I want to do another round table. I really want to do another roundtable. It was a lot of people, even some of the people had different views, and he took it and trashed it. And I didn't even watch it. I seen these snippets and what people are telling me. One person said that he really respects me, and I don't want his respect, if that makes sense.
No, I could pass on that myself. What his thing was is it was really an attack on Seth because I really think Seth did something to upset him. I think Seth gave him a hard time about something, and I think that really set him off. And
Seth is awesome people. I love Seth.
And he said like Heidi. He said, I don't know who she is, just Heidi Bold Lady. That's what he called her.
I don't get it. I don't understand why he did it.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. So I don't know why he did it, other than to try to get views. His channel has more views than Fauna Radio. I don't know if it was to use the names of the people in the round table, because we did have some. There's some very well-known breeders in that round table. There was one that wasn't so well-known, but he's going to be. Leo is an up-and-coming breeder. I promise you that. But there was there's very well-known breeders there, and I think he was using that to springboard to justify what he does. And what he does is garbage. Yeah, I know you don't want to, Gary, but yeah. I really think we need to have him exposed live. I
agree with Adam to a point, because I do think he needs to be brought out, and I do think he needs to be, because it needs to be like to the point where he's told that he's wrong, because he's not even he's like using our stuff. I mean, that's stupid as far as I'm concerned. It really made me mad.
I like that round table, and it was really important to me to keep it that way. And he used it for something. I'm really against lemon frost. And people don't know, and I admitted it. I was a bidder on the lemon frost. I had my brother was there, and I was texting him. I wasn't physically there, and I said, "Hey, let's go." I think we went up to $5,000 to $6,000, and I didn't see the lemon. I mean, at the time, we didn't know about the tumors. We didn't know about the cancer. And I was like, I told my brother, I'm like, for a pair of geckos that we know is dominant, and we didn't know if it was incomplete dominant, I don't think at the time, or dominant, but we knew it was dominant, guaranteed. And I said, it's going to be one of them ones that fall very quickly. A dominant trait falls really quick, and an incomplete dominant falls really quick. I said, I don't feel more comfortable spending more than $5,000 to $6,000 on a gecko. And not many people know. At first, it was thought to be one gecko, and they made it a pair. Last minute. Oh
yeah, and I know my buddy bid on that at the auction. Yeah, and he was up to $8,000 before somebody else got it above him.
And then Sykes went to $10,000, and I believe it was Rodent Pro matched the bid to double it to 20, because it was a donation to U.S. Ark. And then Steve Sykes got it, and he produced a lot with it. Now let's be honest, the female was nothing. The female meant nothing. I mean, it was cool to have a female, but the male was the one. It was what everyone wanted. But a dominant trait is going to drop faster than a recessive is going to hold value longer, but a dominant and incomplete dominant is just not going to hold their value. So even at $5,000 to $6,000, would I got my money back? Sure, but it would have it wouldn't have held the value. That's why, like the recessive, like the Cypher, can sell for $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 for one animal still to this day.
Now, like Adam said, it's not just about the lemon frost. He did a video not that long ago where he was breeding. He condoned breeding deformed animals. He had ones with backwards feet and stuff, and he thought that was okay to breed them. And he's breeding them to sell.
It goes back to, we breed animals to put in boxes. And where's everyone's line? My line is, if it's deformed, it goes as a pet and it doesn't need to breed anymore. And I usually will shut down that whole line. If I see one thing, I'm like, it could have been a deformity. What's up, dude? How you doing, Reese's?
Reese's Pythons.
Oh, so if I got like a backwards foot, I would never breed that one, but I'd continue the line. I know.
But if you got 10 that had a backwards foot out of the same line, you would end it, right?
I had thousands invested in my new line of white and yellow here, and my bell line started getting small eyes. I shut the whole thing down. I have one bell white and yellow from that line here still, and it has small eyes, but you can tell what it is, and I'm scared to hand it out to someone as a pet, because he'll breed.
They'll breed that thing, and they're going to use it for breeding purposes.
So he stays here. So now that I got a zoo, he'll probably go in the zoo and be an educational animal.
Tanisha.
Hey, Tanisha, how you doing? So yeah, I mean, the guys. I
if
don't
we
know.
ever, you say you wouldn't, but here's my thing. If we did get him on a show, we would have to have a round table discussion with him with a bunch of breeders on. So it wouldn't be just us. So he couldn't use that saying, you guys were bashing me. Well, if you got a bunch of people on here, maybe he would listen to a bunch of people.
My worry is it would be negative really quick.
You ain't kidding me.
I tried to help him. I'll tell you guys this. I've tried to help him. I've recently just helped him. I'm such an honest person. I don't even know if I want to say what it was helping him with. But he came to me for my opinion, and I typed out on my phone. I even told him it was pages to help him on my phone. And I tried to help him. Now, did he listen to me? I could care. I don't know. But
Big
I could
G.
tell you what's up, Big G? How you doing?
I noticed him up there.
Oh, my cups. I've been using them little cups. I got at Dollar Tree for years. I mean, years. And he asked if I poked holes in them. And it was kind of a different question coming to me because another person asked me if I put holes in my stuff. They asked in a chat with some other breeders that were a group. And I said, no, I don't. And the other breeder says, I do. And that's what it was. Well, he came to me. And he's like, do you put holes? I'm like, no, I don't put holes in any of my cups. I've never have. And he goes, oh, what's your hatch rate? I'm like, normal. I don't lose animals. So that kind of, I'll say it. He was losing a large amount of animals, like stillborns and eggs, like the fully developed animals. And I was honest to him, and I says, I don't know what's in your collection because I do not watch your videos anymore. I don't know what's in your collection, so I couldn't tell you what's going on.
Now, fully developed animals dying. Now, something, what pops in my head? That it's not developing an egg tooth. It could be a deformity of some sort.
It could be a deformity. I don't know what ones. I don't know if it was from one line. I don't know if it was from many different lines. But I tried to help him. I'm like, dude, drying out would be a thing, but they would collapse. And then too much water can kill an egg too. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I want to be honest to you guys. I'll be honest to everyone. I don't measure my water to vermiculite. I just do it.
What I do is, if I can make a snowball out of it and hold it and squeeze it and no water comes out and it stays formed, that's what I use.
So that's what upset me is he came to me with a problem, but then he makes our show look like a joke. And that's my problem with the guy. He cares nothing else about other than his views, his money, and his pocket. It has nothing to do with the hobby. Adam
even said it's not a waste of time. It's to get the content out there to expose him, to let other people know he really doesn't know what he's doing, and you shouldn't really purchase animals from him.
I'm modest. I joke around with my friends. I would tear him. I would tear him at new. I could run them up and down. Leopard geckos are so easy. My daughter can breed them. Mm-hmm. My daughter knows more about leopard geckos than Frank.
I agree.
And if Frank wants to be... Now, there is a reason I feel that there's things that's happened in Frank's life, which is not my business to put out there, that now when he's doing this, he needs to be accepted somehow, and he's just looking for any attention because he needs that attention.
I was thinking the same thing. He feels like he needs to be accepted by a group of people or something.
So he needs that. So he just starts to, it doesn't matter if it's negative. Just like a wife that's been beaten so much, that negative attention would be good. I've never used holes. I've never used holes, but no, plenty of breeders that do. Both work. I started breeding when I lived in Vegas, and exactly, Big G, exactly. I would definitely be down for another round. That's what I'm talking about, Heidi.
Yep. Adam would be down. I know he already told me about it. I'd like to get Big G on a round table discussion.
I think Big G's,
he's got a lot of stuff going on in his place. It's just amazing right now.
I want to tell you guys something. That the new listeners, we got a lot of people listening. Big G's YouTube, he's got me. He's got me.
I know, he's great. He's got a great channel.
I love his YouTube. The way he does things, and I love his YouTube. I'm a Big G fanboy.
Oh, so am I. Absolutely, huge big fan of Big G. not Big G, but Frank sent me a message today saying how Angela's banned on all these groups and stuff because of what she does. You know what my response? And he said this whole big thing. I didn't even read it. I just read that first line. I said, Frank, you need to be banned from all the groups too because you breed lemon frost. And that was the last thing he said. I said,
who's banned from all the groups? Heidi?
He said Angela.
Oh,
Angela, not Heidi.
Oh, I was gonna
so
say,
I have no idea.
Heidi is probably, I would say Heidi is the queen of helping people on the internet.
I would say. Plus, she breeds beautiful bulls. I'm serious. They're amazing.
Heidi is a very special person. I think one of the most underrated leopard gecko breeders in America. Bottom line. Someone comes to me and says, Zeno, I'm like, buy without even question, just buy it. And I was getting text messages when Sewer Fest was going on. I wasn't there. And on my posts, when I made a post on my personal Facebook page, I was like, Heidi, Dab, Dylan, and Brittany. Then, of course, Decked Out Geckos and Impeccable Geckos had my tables. I said, you could buy from any of those, 100%. I'll put my name on it. Anything they sold, I'd put my branding on it if I had to. And to tell you the truth, Dylan, the dude you would have to produce hundreds of lemon frost for a study.
I would say thousands. Wouldn't you have to produce up in the thousands?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I worked in the lab in University of Pennsylvania, and I'll tell you right now, when they did any kind of study, they didn't just produce one out; they produced tens of thousands to get the results they wanted. Tens of thousands of everything for fish, mice, not Uromastics, but them other things. I'll think of them. Give me a minute.
That's what it is. You got to produce out. Like, I'm a marketer. People might not know about that about me. I'm a marketer. I don't like marketing my own product. I struggle because I think I'm stepping on toes. I just do. But I'm a great marketer, and when I send out marketing strategies to certain areas, I don't know anything until I get thousands upon thousands upon thousands of data. I don't know anything. Because the first 200 people that see it might not like it, but I send it to 400 and 200 people like it. So I got 50%. So marketing is the same thing when you're studying animals and animal behavior. I mean, take Memphis before he passed away. I had Memphis super calm. And then he passed away. But everyone doesn't have that reaction when they have Cayman lizards. They just don't. And then like Nile Monitor. I think I sent you the video, and I sent Miles and Dylan and stuff like that the video of my Nile Monitor. And I think I posted on my Instagram. My Nile Monitor just came up to the tweezers and took it real slow and ate it.
Yeah, you said to me, he loves me again.
Yeah, he's back to loving me. So not many people have a Nile Monitor that they could do that with. Yeah, they're usually bam, and they're hitting hard, and my Nile does it. He knows who I am. He's very calm. So I couldn't say all Nile Monitors are that way. I might have 1 out of 1,000. And I love. How could I say this? His dedication to something is amazing. Mm-hmm. But his dedication to the wrong thing and not listening is another. How can you research something when you don't listen to people? At the round table, he would be eaten alive.
I think
he would be eaten alive.
I think it would be funny. I really do.
If we did it, we would have to promote it and then say it could have foul language and just let it go.
Yep. No kids.
No kids, and just let it go.
Because I think it'd be interesting to see him argue his point with some of the top people around, like Heidi, you, Adam, things like this, and Dab or whatever, just to try to argue the point, and Impeccable Geckos or whatever, to try to prove his point to these people and not get nowhere. I think it would be great to see him fail, because that's what he needs to do. He needs to fail.
Well, back in the day, since it's an open book, back in the day, I helped him a lot, and I tried to get through to him. He told me that I was sending a line saying if I didn't do it my way, that it was wrong. And I said, no, you can do it any way you want, but there's a repercussion for everything you do. Mm-hmm. So he's telling people to breed Bell and Tremper together and Bell and Rainwater together. There's a reason we don't do that. An albino's an albino, but there's different lines that can't be crossed. because you can't tell once you mix them up and you pop out albinos, you don't know what's what.
Mm-hmm.
So you sell that little kid a radar and a typhoon, but because they came from the same parents, and they breed it and they don't get any albinos. So you just ruin that kid's dream of creating himself a typhoon, whatever he wanted to do. But it's not hard to keep track of genetics. If you want typhoons, I got rainwaters. I mean, I probably produce more than most, and I keep track of it. Yeah, even bad publicity is good publicity. You're 100% right.
I think we should do the round. This is just my opinion, but we could discuss it. I think we should do the round table. I think we should have them on, but I think we need to have, some of the same people we had on last time too, just to hear him out and then tell him where he's making his mistakes, and maybe somebody can get through to him and convince him as to why he shouldn't be doing that.
He'd be it would. I guarantee it would get a lot of views, but that's what bothers me, and I hope people understand. I know if I brought Frank on he'll get roasted. He would. People would tear him in half. That would probably be one of our most viewed episodes or podcasts. Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't be because of positivity. It'd be because Frank's going to get roasted. Mm-hmm. And that's my problem. The people listen to they're awesome. They're supporting us. But I guarantee we'd get hundreds of people because it would be out there. Here it is. And I think it would be more of like Seth versus Frank, or Gary versus Frank, or Bubba versus Frank, or someone would be like
mm-hmm.
liking me going, Gary's going up against Frank now, or Seth is going up against Frank now, and that's where we would get it.
Yep.
We're dealing with someone breeding two separate albinos together. Someone else told him not to do it because it was cause deformities. Guess who? Frank. Oh God. Frank's an idiot. I don't know what
Wally's in the house. Miles is here.
Yes, and that's exactly what I'm thinking, dude. And hi Miles, you big and look at there, love bugs. See, my boy Miles is here. Everyone's here. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I want to have that negativity. To do a roundtable and it's just gonna be. I mean,
destructive.
Because he doesn't. I don't know how to. He just thinks he's right. I mean, I'm wrong in a lot of things I do, but the difference is I can admit when I'm wrong.
It might be a waste of time because you know what? He might be the type of guy like Josh up there said, he's not going to listen to what anybody says. He's still going to do his own thing, and he doesn't care.
He doesn't. The leopard geckos mean more to me. It means the world to me. I did an interview on Late Night Leo's, not Late Night Leo's, oh my Lord. Strength and Leo's. Sorry, Evan. Yes. Strength and Leo's. I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but I talk about, what I do for the community when I'm at shows, and Evan's seen it. He's actually seen me do it. And it's not about money to me, guys. It's not even close. I think I told you guys last week on the podcast, I'm trying to breed roaches so I stop wholesaling geckos. I don't want to wholesale geckos anymore. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to breed for what I want to breed, and that's it. So, I mean, can I produce 2,000 crescent geckos and 10,000 leopard geckos? 100%. I could do it in a heartbeat. Could I do that and breed my 1,000,000 roaches a month? 100%. Do I want to? Mm-mm. I feel dirty wholesaling leopard geckos. And it's not because of what goes on. It's, like where they go, not like that. It's just like, why can't I just take the piece? My wholesale isn't that much money. It's like I could probably cut it out now and it wouldn't hurt me.
I hope, yeah, no, I agree with you there. I hope everybody could tell the difference in the microphone too, because I got a different microphone this week.
Microphone check. Oh wait, what is Big G's? It's at the beginning of his videos. Turn the microphone on or something like that.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing in the world. You don't understand. When he started doing YouTube again, I'm like, yes, I'm so happy.
Well, with everything he's been going through with the move and all that, yeah, I'm glad he's
Yes.
back out. He's coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. But Big G, do you know what? At what was it? Did we say 10K? 10K is giving away a new prize
At 10K?
at 10K.
Okay.
Handy dandy. She knows geckos. That's all I care about.
I sound like Barry White, do I?
Does Wally have Leos now? Does Wally want some more Leos?
Wally's got, I forget what he said. He said it on a video he did, a live stream he did the other day, how many Leos he's got. I can't remember what he said the number was, but he still has them.
Someone's just tit.
Do you want to put the link out and see if anybody wants to come on and talk? We can get somebody on if they want to come on and talk.
Yeah, I got my one of my salespeople just text me something, but I can deal with that later. Not a big deal.
You can put the link in it.
Yeah, we can do that in a minute. I will say this though. Someone asked me how many leopard geckos I have the other day, and I said too many to count because I don't know.
You see what Leo said? He saw Wally buying Leos, and he paid in gold bricks.
That's awesome that Wally's got some Leos again. It's about time he got some Leos going again. I mean, I was talking to Shane of Sewerfest, and I was talking to Dab Exotics that runs Scaled Up Expos. Everyone, if you guys are in Wisconsin area, the Fond du Lac show is Fondy. I did it right? Fond du Lac, yeah, Fondy, right? Yeah. But it's going up. Just go to scaledupexpos.com. But I was talking to him, and I just want to see. He's always had Leos. But I just if I continue breeding like I'm breeding and I take it to shows, I'm going to need like 10 tables. I don't know if I want to do that. And see, I don't know if I'm going to be there. I don't think, because I just to let you guys know, I took over a second store, a Verizon store, so I'm running 2 stores now. So it kind of put a damper on my weekend. My boss called me up and says, "Hey, do you want a second store?" I was like, "What?" She goes, 2 bonuses. I'm like, "Oh, money." That's all I thought. I was like, "Oh, money."
Mm-hmm.
So
what show is that, Adam, that you're going to be doing? It's his first show. Is it close to you, or do you have to travel a little bit, or what?
Wait, first show? Adam, do you breed leopard geckos? I love it.
I could say something, but I don't want to get him upset.
Leopard geckos.
We love Adam.
I've been looking at some really cool different leopard geckos that I want to add to the collection. I do need to get some Skittles. Our girl Heidi's gonna hook me up. I'm gonna buy Skittles right from I'm gonna get it right from her. Get some Skittles. I have a Skittle cross type thing. It looks Skittle-ish. It's from a person that crossed some Skittles. A good kid. But I'm not going to be able to call anything from it Skittles. So I took that male and I'm testing them this year and find out, because it's supposed to be possible at Tremper. So I'm bringing them to Bell, Tremper, Rainwater, test out all that stuff, and everything's going to have Eclipse in it. So, and then I'll probably take it into my wacky line.
That ain't too far of a drive if it's only about an hour from you.
An hour? Phew. That's easy. When I was in Pro Herps, my Pro Herps days, I would drive 8 hours to a show.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do it in a heartbeat. I would actually map out my day, because it would be Saturday. In Wisconsin, there's only Sunday shows. I don't know why. But there'll be Saturday shows and Sunday shows. So I'd map it out, and I would do a triangle to go home. So I'd do like Columbus, Indianapolis, or Columbus and Cleveland. Or I do like Taylor, Michigan, and Grand Rapids, Michigan, and come back down.
What would happen if you ran out of animals before you got to the last show?
I would show up still. But back then I was a flipper also, and if I had that good a show,
I love how they said that.
I would walk up to someone's table that I trusted, and like, "You want to go home early today? I'll buy it all." I used to do that all the time.
They really used to give the flippers a hard time, but they don't understand what's a pet store, what's anything like that. People who sell to pet stores. Most people who sell to pet stores are flippers.
That's what I'm talking about. And look at, he's saying 12 tables. Okay, here's what I'll tell people. I got the zoo, so I'm going to start getting a table probably just to advertise for the zoo. And I'm going to bring 2 animals, and then I'm going to have one for, that might be mixed in with my educational stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have two for leopard geckos probably for sure, so that's 3. Then I might have one for crested geckos and stuff like that. Possibly, that'd be 4. And then I might have one for the roaches for sure, so that'd be 5. And then I got my isopod stuff I have, and the odds and ends. So that might be 6 guaranteed. I just have to figure it out.
Are you taking, Adam? Are you going to take those new Black Knights you just hatched out to the show?
Uh-oh, someone's... Someone's actually... Yeah, we can give him a geckos from the get-go. Yeah, there we go. They're going to be at Fond du Lac too. That's what I was talking about. I got the Skittle Cross from. Jay just messaged me. Yes, we can give Ryan. Ryan is a good kid. They're going to have, if I remember right, message me if I'm wrong, but they're going to have some different stuff there. They're going to have bearded dragons and stuff like that. They're going to have some Niles, I believe, too. And they got caging and stuff. They'll be at Fondy. So check out Geckos from Get-Go. Hell, yeah. Watch from Geckos from Get-Go.
I don't know. I think they would probably sell okay, Adam. I mean, I understand that they're albino. They're like, what are they, lava? Is that what they call them? The albino Black Knights? They call them lava or something?
I don't... I feel bad for Adam in that
I do too.
situation. And I don't know why people bred the Black Knight into albino.
They wanted to get a total white animal when they already have them out there.
They already have them.
That's what they were trying to do. Frank the Tank is in the house.
Frank the Tank, do you like them animals that you got? But I don't know. Like Clouded, I'm trying to get white and yellow out, and I've been starting to post some. I've been showing you Clouded.
Yes,
I've been really nervous about showing Clouded out in the open a lot because it's so young.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just them playing upstairs. But I didn't want to, put out Clouded and people think I'm selling it for big time money. I'm not. But I don't know why you would want to do Black Knight and albino. Black Knight Snow, I understand. A Black Knight, like, I guess somebody, I don't know. I just don't know why you'd want that dark gecko in albino. It's going to be fun. I got people texting me too. But Black Knight, I just feel bad for you that albino is there. Gary, let's see. Like the animals is an understatement. I actually love the geckos. Just sit and stare at them sometimes. That bloodline, dude, is insane. And them are not related except for deep, so they're gonna make some amazing animals for you. Black Knight albino, are they hella cool? I guess I'd say Heidi's saying they're cool. I'm gonna have to go with it. So lavas do look cool. My stuff when I went albino, they're dark as they get when they're babies. They look like a dark albino. They look like Clouded over. That's how Clouded got their name. But when they get older, they're no longer, they kind of like a mustard, like dark honey mustard color, I guess. Let's see what we got. I love albino Black Knights. There's still room for progress. So I guess there it is. Black Knight albinos are awesome. Let's see. No, I don't. I don't. I have no clue. When we do a giveaway, I got an idea for a giveaway how to do it live here. I can do stuff like this. You guys are gonna there's a wheel I can put people's names in and everyone that draws, and
Okay.
I can just do this.
I would like to do a sticker giveaway, if you want to do it.
We just have to load in their name. It's gonna take a minute. I don't know how to do it. I would have to know ahead of time.
How about this? How about we pick a number between 1 and 100? I'll text you the number. You and I will be the only ones that know the number. You got to be in the United States though, because I'm not sending a sticker overseas. So text me a number, any number.
Just a second here. Let me get back to it. I got to get to it. I'm trying to get to my Facebook here, guys. I got so many messages. Let's see. Any number is a number between what?
1 and 100.
Oh, this is gonna be easy. Well, that I gotta actually do numbers, don't I? There we go.
All right. First person that guesses the number when Gary says go, I'll send him a sticker.
Go, rock it out, guys. Start guessing. There you go.
18. Did I get it right?
No.
21.
While he's funny, he puts 102 and it's between 1 and 100.
What's in between?
1 and 100.
Oh, jeez, we got all over the board right now.
Does, but not you.
I know the number 2.
Let's see. 69.
Nope. Not even close. I'm watching. I'm looking, Gary. I'm looking.
24.
Nope. Somebody already said it.
21.
Nope.
67.
Nope.
30. 88.
I don't see it yet, did I?
Nope.
2.
Nope. No, it's not up there yet.
Oh,
1, 2,
that's
3,
not-
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47.
Okay, guys. We had somebody who was close, but not quite there.
7, 9, 6, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 7, 1, 7, 2, 7, 3, 7, 4, 7, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100.
Nope.
No, I just said all 100 numbers!
You missed it.
That's
I did
hilarious.
not miss it! Wait a minute. Is it one of your stickers?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
Got
Let's see
it.
here.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
Frank
winning
the
again.
Tank got it. Yes, Frank the Tank. All right, Frank, you got to contact me on Instagram or on Facebook or something. Send me your address, okay?
That's sweet.
Frank
I got
the
something
Tank.
to show here. Look at what we got here.
Ooh, look at that.
What
That
number
is-
was it?
That is a
57.
lava.
I said 57! Did you hear me count?
Yeah, but you said you didn't want the exotic sticker.
Because how many do I have?
Thousands. That is cool. See, there you go. And you don't think it'll sell for much there, Adam?
Oh.
So who do
I
have
mean,
to
it
mail a
looks cool,
friggin'
I guess.
sticker to now?
Frank the Tank.
Well, you have to get his info and
Yep.
we'll get it out in the mail tomorrow.
Get it out in the mail tomorrow if you text me right away, Frank. Now, is that here in the United States or is that somewhere else?
Well, thank you, Mom. I love you too.
What?
My mom said, "Shut up already." The number 72.
She, her mom, because Mark's listening to watching the show.
Oh wow. Okay. I feel
74.
loved.
So there's a sticker. I got stickers actually coming for Warner Exotics. Wait, this one here. I got that coming. I just got to get it done. So that will be. We'll give away some stuff like that. I'm also going to look on how to give away like
Why? What's he
geckos.
do?
We're
Do
going to
you
give away
slap
geckos,
him?
stuff
I
like
will.
that.
Oh, I'll do it for free.
We're going to rock this out, guys. I'm multitasking. My store just did huge today. Wow.
So, oh, there we go. We got it. Oh, hon, this will be an easy one. Here it is. His address.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Frank.
I have his address.
I got it, Frank. Thank you.
Rocking it out, rocking it out. That's all that matters.
He just sent you a
Rocking it.
picture, Adam, instead of his.
I'm gonna go there and put it up right now. Wow. I'm trying. There we go. I got it now, I think. Why is it saying download something?
Downloading a virus. Just kidding.
Is this what we're looking at? That's a Black Knight. What is that? What are we looking at?
I don't know what we're looking at there.
We got tons of people with us. We got Heidi.
Oh, that's what he's saying it is. Look, he's got it written there above it. And then...
I'm sorry. What is it? Come on, load up.
That's called...
Oh, jeez. I can't do that one. I can't show you guys Victor Internet, but I can show you guys everything else. That is great.
I like that, though. I think that's a nice looking animal. I really
So is that
do.
one of the lavas? Is that what that is? Is a lava?
Yep, that's what he had written up there, yep.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so it's dark. It doesn't look like the clouded albinos at all.
Uh-uh.
That's cool. I like it. So are you guys telling me I got to invest in Black Knight? I don't want to. Don't like my Black Knight. Who's this person?
Which one? I don't know what...
No, someone sent me a friend request. Went to Green Bay. They're in Green Bay. I don't know who this is. Sorry, I might know who that is. I don't know. I'll look into it later. Not worried about it. Rocking and rolling, guys. I got like 60 things going on one time. I'm rocking.
I could see that. I was like, busy man.
Yeah. Well, one of my stores just did 250% to goal today, and that means a lot to me, to tell you the truth. So I was like, "Oh, cool, guys, rock it!" And he knows I'm doing a radio show right now. They know I do a radio show, but he's still texting me. So, but anyways, let's get back. Invest in Bitcoin, Gary. About Bitcoin. They don't know. Some people don't know, do they?
What?
I do altcoin.
Yes, I was going to say you do, but I don't know if they knew. Yeah.
Yeah, I do Dogecoin. I got Doge. I do Saya. I do some other altcoins. I put a lot in Ether. So I didn't make millions like some people say on Dogecoin, but I made some money on Doge. From Jay is the busy of the season. That new Black Knight you have is amazing.
Yes, some of them are really dark.
Man, I am just... Uh-oh. Now my boss is texting me. You gonna talk about the radio show and not share a link? Legit, I support. Now they're asking that. I'll have to put a link up next time for them so they can see it. And see, I talk about fauna radio everywhere, but I have a problem, guys. I need you guys to help share this because I have a problem doing it. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I just do. But like ReptiPost, like ReptiPost.com, it's 100% functional. I've tested it with thousands upon thousands upon thousands of members. I paid to have it tested, and my script is strong. And you can post videos, and you can't do 4K video, but you can do 180p.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is good.
Yeah, so once I get the converter finished, my coding the converter, we can do 4K, we can do 8K, if you do 8K, I guess, I don't know. But ReptiPost.com, you can do anything. I'm not going to delete anything. I own it. It's mine. I'm not going to delete it. Go on there, make a group. Promote it. This is the big thing I don't get. They could go there. It has a marketplace on there. Promote their animals. Post their supplies, post their feeders, post their chow, post their isopods, post whatever they want. Then link it and share it onto Facebook, and Facebook won't delete your stuff.
I've noticed that.
You can share it all day long.
Adam said he sent you a picture of the new Black Knight to show everyone.
I don't know what a Black Knight is. What's a Black Knight?
I don't know. I think it's a green animal or something. Or
that's not really black though, dude. That's like yellow. I'm so bad. I'm gonna share it. I'm sharing it.
Nikki said, "Oh, I was gonna say." Nikki said, "Put a post up and she'll share it, or they'll
I
share
will.
it."
I will get it. I will get it. You can put funnelradio.com or the link to this, but I will get links up better for everybody. And Nikki, you are awesome.
That is a dark animal.
I see yellow. I was like, what? I see yellow. I'll have to do that later. That is a dark animal. Now, my problem with Black Knight, guys, is females.
Yeah, they're kind of. Some of them are.
Now, here's my whole thing. If you're gonna do a Black Knight, let's say you're going after Black Knight, just like Tangerine.
Mm-hmm.
If you cross it out, really, it's not pure Black Knight. But is having pure Black Knight really that good? If you can make a Black Knight that's dark, that's outcrossed, wouldn't it be better?
I would think. Here's another question for you, though. Now, the Black Knight females have a breeding issue. Now, do they ovulate or don't they ovulate at all?
Mine ovulated all the time, and they just didn't lay eggs.
No eggs.
And my issue is, other issue is this. I mean, I guess there is other melanistic lines. But let's say you take a Black Knight and you outcross it to pure macularis. Let's say that, okay? And then you breed them out to pure macularis and start breeding them and making a project that's outcrossed. And you make black animals. Is that still a pure Black Knight? Or they consider it not a pure Black Knight because it isn't two from that line? I'm not understanding what they mean by pure. Because I would think if I took a blood and I bred it to my macularis, my pure line, and I use that blood, them are still blood tangerines. Them are still blood tangerines. I don't call them blood hypo. I call them blood tangerines. It's still, I don't have any other line of tangerine in there. So
Miles says he's only gotten one clutch in a season, and Adam says his ovulate, but they're not pure.
See, that might be a thing. Just to let people know, I had 1.2 Black Knight. My females, I was over it. Now, here's my theory: is that are they going to go egg bound, or are they not, or what's going on with them? Because we only know that they're not laying eggs. Is there something else going on with them? You know, I don't know. Because I've never heard anyone say that a male Black Knight doesn't breed. It seems like the males do just fine.
Well, it kind of reminds me of, but like you said, the egg-bound thing, but it kind of reminds me of the desert gene in the ball pythons, the old desert gene. Females never gave a viable clutch. They all died, or they never ovulated or something like that. Yeah.
I have had the same thought with animals that are 90% plus Turkmenicus, and the rest say Max Snow. Isn't the pretty much a Turk Snow? Not really Macularis Max Snow. Leo, you ready for this? A lot of people, there are groups of people that think our Macularis that we call Macularis here are just a bunch of subspecies mixed together.
Do you think that's possible?
In my opinion, with it being shut down for so long that we cannot get wild blood, it's going to be hard to say stuff pure, like, oh, this is the Turkmenicus, and this is the Fasciolatus, and this is this. I think they're there, and I think that they're 90%, maybe whatever. Let's be honest, the Macularis that came over from the beginning days, or the animals that came over, was the albino a Macularis, or was it a Turkmenicus, or what was it? But
that's true.
But the Macularis wasn't, they were breeding at 30, 35 grams. Us selectively breeding them made them bigger and bigger and bigger. So when people say, you cannot breed that animal, it is 40 grams. Dude, what the hell are you talking about? I breed 40-gram animals all the time, and they're just fine.
I have to agree with you there. But you see what Luna said about his?
She's laying right now, actually. Wow. And it does sting a little bit more when it's 1 to 2K. And let's see. Definition of pure is originates from the original Fury. So let's say that. Let's say I buy a male. Here's my theory. There's not a lot of dark geckos out there anymore. I mean, let's just take clouded out of the talk because it's just something I'm messing with. But let's say there's charcoal, there's black pearl and black knight and carbon, right? There's 4. So if I take a black knight from that line, I call them up, I get one over, I get a black knight male, and I take it to my macularis line that I know there's no hets in it. I have tested these things. So I take it to a macularis. I breed that black knight. And then I take it to 4 pure macularis. And I get those. And then I take them babies and I cross them with other mothers' babies. So the father's the only one same. Would them still be considered pure black knight to some people? I didn't bring any other melanistic line into it. And in theory, I should be back to level of the father breeding the siblings back. Because that's how... There's a secret, guys, for anyone that doesn't breed leopard geckos or just getting into it. When you start breeding the siblings or the babies from different... Let's say you have 3 mothers. You breed those together. That's when you start getting the insane stuff. You don't want to take... you can take one of them babies and breed them back to dad. You can do that. But you're going to get better results taking, like, this sibling. When you breed the siblings together, you're going to get the insane results.
Big G was saying that he has a 2.5 pure group going this year, and he says, don't get him wrong, he'll get a dud or a fuzzy breeder every once in a while, but no different than any other morph.
Huh?
So do you think it's the line of Black Knight it is, or do you think that somebody bred the Black Knight to something else that had issues and it just carried on now or something?
With inbreeding and line breeding are 2 different things, as most people know, but inbreeding can happen. It is something that happens in the wild. But when we inbreed, everything that we breed is a genetic flaw. So the albino is a genetic flaw. The size is a genetic flaw. The eye traits are a genetic flaw. But we don't know if they have enlarged kidneys. So
That's true.
If we're inbreeding, that's going to make they might make enlarged hearts or enlarged kidneys or enlarged lungs or any other flaw in that animal will be emphasized. So you might have a really good line when you inbreed it 2 to 3 generations. It's going to start showing that genetic flaw. Mm-hmm. More so. So, that's the basics of it. That's why inbreeding is not that good. You want to outcross as much and get as much blood. But the problem is that we're not going to get new blood anytime soon. Let's be honest. Every single Tremper albino out there is from one male.
Just one.
One male.
Mm-hmm.
One male.
But that goes for all the albinos then, though, too, right?
All the albinos. One animal. Every morph, one animal.
Now, Big G, what do you mean? What do you consider to look like a Black Knight? I've seen Black Knights like Adam's, which is jet black, and then I've seen other people's Black Knights look like a really darkened up.
Let me see if I can see something. See what people think. Where's you? Because I think I sent it to you. I'm most positive I sent this picture to you. I send you lots of stuff. This picture here. Here's a picture. Guys, what's that?
I think I know what it is. I have a very good idea what it is.
It looks like a lot of stuff that people are posting online right now.
I'm not going to say that. I want to see what people think it is. Because I know what it is, because you told me. That's the only reason I think I would know what it is.
There's people in here that know because I sent it to them. But this animal, I could post this animal up right now. Because she gets darker. She's light right now. That's a tiger gecko. I love it. I like tiger gecko. This animal does not have snow in it at all.
Miles says it's a
bandit line. I like that. Bandit. I love it. Let's see if I can, let me see if I can take Repti Post over here. Come on, Repti Post, because I got 3 screens, guys. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let's go. What anyone else? But I can tell you guys that's clouded. Doesn't have any Black Knight in it. I could sell that as Black Knight all day. No one would question me.
Adam says it's a pure gecko.
It is a pure gecko.
I like it, yeah.
So,
but what generation is that though?
3.5. Because
Okay.
the dad is a 3 and the mom is a 2, so I call them like 3.5s. But I don't, once you get into that generation, I just took some cool looking geckos at the time. Like, this one looks best with this one. And that animal makes some of my best clouded bloods.
Kelsey, how are you doing? I hope I'm looking forward to my hatchlings this year because they should be 3s. Some of them should be 3, 3rd generation. So hopefully they're dark like that.
Pure gecko. I like pure gecko. It might be a goldfish, but that's what I'm saying is when it comes down to lines and stuff like that. Like, I get tangerine lines. Everyone's got a tangerine line now, I guess. And if I take someone else's tangerine line and breed it with they're like Skittles, taking a Skittles to another tangerine line or emerine line, it's going to be a cross. It just is. Because a Skittles has a look. But if I take a Skittles into my bloodline and I'm making Skittle looking animals, I can't call them Skittles, but I could get away with it because no one would know. That's where it becomes a problem. So the integrity part of it is cool. I could probably bank off selling some of my stuff that looks like that and make big money as Black Knight. I could probably do it, and I won't do it. So where does the micro come from? And if does the micro come from? And the 2 now I have what they could breed micro. I don't know what micro is. What's micro?
I don't even know what micro is. I've never heard of it before.
Dude, my roach, I've thought about doing some generational stuff with it. I posted some albinos up, but then someone yelled at me and said, "Oh, they molted." Oh, they're albino. Did y'all see the pretty atomic clown G purple head cross tremper Shannon posted today? No, I did not. But see, that kind of goes to it too. Like, once you start mixing it, I mean, I have blood that goes into my M2 stuff, and M2 is not something I tell people. I'm like, it's for my M2 stuff, and they're like, "What?" That's the male that started that tangerine line for me. It's nothing special. It's just a tangerine. But I bred my blood to my M2 stuff, and I'm producing stuff with a lot of different kind of patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. And that's what I'm looking for. So M2 probably has like 16 different types of tangerine in it. So I that's what, Heidi, I'm letting you know, that's what I want to do with pure Skittle. I want to pair from you so I can make some pure Skittles. But I want to take a male to some of my best looking bloodlines. So I haven't seen the stuff. Now, I will say a lot of the stuff, I made a joke and I upset some people. I'm sorry that I upset some people. I will apologize now. I posted a post on my Instagram that went to my Facebook business page, and I says, "Do you want want to see a magic trick?" It was kind of a friendly jab at another line coming out that I produced animals that look like them 3-4 years ago. So I'm sorry. It was just a friendly jab. It was not like, oh, I was mad. I was just like, hey, bud, like, but that's all it was. That's all it was. That's all it was. It was nothing more than that. It was not an attack. It was just me having fun with it. That's all it was. I should have never put it up. I should have never even did it. I got some people mad at me. They're like, "Oh, you can't say it's your line." I was not saying that Joker was mine. I was not saying I made any Jokers. I was just making a friendly jab saying I made animals that looked like that 4 years ago. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I love you. That's all it was, and it was just me doing some friendly stuff between that some people would know what it was, what the little thing was, but yeah, it's fine. That's why I want Skittles though. Skittles has some great emerine in it. I mean, Skittles has some emerine in it, and blood has that darkness. I think if the blood emerines could really get enhanced with that Skittle line. And there's not many people with pure Skittle. Heidi is it. That's it. Yes, Shannon, send pictures. You send me a picture and I'll put them up. Yeah, because she said someone said G Project. I wanted to mention that. I had back in the day, before I lost my collection to the overheating fire and all that good stuff. I had a G Project white and yellow. I think I don't know if I bought it directly off Matt. It was bought off Matt, but I think it was one of his auctions because he used to do auctions. If you guys remember. Oh yeah. Oh look. Ooh. Okay. We got some. Okay.
Ooh, that's nice.
Look at that head. Look at I like how the yellow highlights on the outside pattern of the head. I love that in geckos. That and then that starch white in between it. That's something to go for. There's no white. Is that a white and yellow? Does that have white and yellow in it? And Heidi, your Skittles don't have clown in. Skittles clowns are asking if they have clown lineage. No. The Skittles is actually different. I can look at the Skittles and tell you from Heidi. That's an amazing thing. That is an amazing animal. I mean, the tail doesn't shout white and yellow. Someone said no white and yellow, but that head pattern is nice. What? She gave me another picture though, so let's go down. That is amazing. Just how that highlighting around for that size of gecko. That's a bigger gecko. That highlighting around that pattern is insane.
Niles, I did nothing. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe did I hit a chord or something? Was that?
Oh, there we go. Static? Yeah, you had like a hiss, but it wasn't bad.
Maybe this chord or something. I don't know. It's better now though. I
like that animal. Shannon, you're not selling it, are you? I actually like that animal a lot. See, I don't get to see everything. I was just talking on one of my chats, and I said that when I'm at the shop, I like to post and I see more stuff. And then I was starting to see like some people call geckos what they weren't, and I was really getting like depressed by it. Like, oh, I don't even know if I want to be on anymore. That is an amazing animal. Let's see. Whatever you did. Oh, yeah, we're good. I'm back to normal.
It must be a wire because I pushed this. I have a piece of paper here, notebook, and I pushed it back, and I know it hit the wires in the back. So my wire must not be secure real well. So I will fix that.
I like the white noise when it gets quiet. I feel like the predator's watching. I love it. Disney Messenger. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. I thought I was looking at. Yeah, okay. I got Shannon. I got it. Yep, I got it up. We're good. We are good. Yeah. Oh, anything you guys want me when I do it, you just gotta tell me in a chat, and then if I'm not looking at chat, Andrew will see it, and I'll get it up.
Yep.
I love sharing everyone's stuff. I want everyone to do it, but no white and yellow. That is insane. I like that head pattern. Mm-hmm. I look at details like that. I like that highlighting around the pattern. It's just, it makes me go, when I see a gecko like that, I pick it up. I'm like, yep. It just shows that you pay attention to detail. Josh produced her. She's gorgeous. It is. It's a gorgeous gecko. Checking for eggs when a noise started, and I was looking all over the room.
Stop now, though, right?
I will tell you guys one thing. It's going to be hard not being able to check for eggs every night. I
check every night before not that I find
my shop's 20 minutes away. There's some nights I don't get there, so.
Well, see, now I would wake up in the middle of the night just to hop in my car and drive the 20 minutes, check, and then come home anyway.
I kind of want to slim down because of that. I used to come down here before I went to work and check eggs. I'd pull eggs, put them away. Then if I worked, I go to work, come home, do the same thing. If I didn't work, I'd check eggs in the morning, check eggs around 1, 2 o'clock, check eggs again. And I'd put eggs away. I'm not going to be able to do that.
See, you said
I think you're right, Purple Head.
Not for sale, but everything is for sale if the right price is named.
I'll give you guys a hug. Man, I'm looking at when I was at the Grand Canyon. I've lost a lot of weight since then. Jeez. Man, I mean, the geckos are awesome. What I've been seeing people post, though, have been really, really amazing. From the one male produced very nice headsets. I like the headset, like you said. I just like that. What got me into that was white yellow does that. That's why I asked. I was like, my white yellow bells used to do that a lot. So I'd always look for that. And there are geckos. When I was at the Green Bay show, there was geckos I was stopping to look at. I got one off Dylan, and I bred it to a pure white and yellow. I have. Well, he's being tested, but pretty sure he's pure. But we're gonna really put him to a test. And I'm hoping we get some bold white and yellows out of it and stuff like that. And it's going to be nice because we're going to test it for, Tremper at the same time because the female's a Tremper. So I really want that pure white and yellow. Got that from my buddy Miles. The white and yellow. The white and yellow is amazing. I got Macularis. That should be going. I need a. Oh, that reminds me, Afghanicus. You got Miles has Afghanicus, right? I got to talk to him about that. I forgot all about it. I've been so busy the last few days.
Who was it has them really big ones?
The agros?
Yes.
Miles had a pair of them. I don't know if he still has them.
Have you ever bred them? If you did have them,
I've never have. I don't know if Miles did, but I do know that if you breed them to Macularis, I believe they make like a donkey. Like they can't breed; they're not fertile.
No, but if you bred them with each other, though, you can get somewhere, though, right?
Heidi, I love you, but now I really don't like you anymore. With Eclipse and me don't get along.
Well, here's what most people say, Mark. It's what you are. You got to pick a thing, picture something in your head that you're going to shoot for, and then figure out how to get there. That's how you determine what you're going to breed.
Yeah. I steal ideas. Like I'll walk around tables, and like if I'm at a show, I'll walk around, and if I see something, I know what I have at my place. I'm like, what would that look like? I like buying males. I will say that I like buying males. I just like males better than females, especially for testing purposes. But I'll be like Skittles. When I seen Skittles, the first thing I thought, my blood. That's what I did. I was like, what's that going to make? I want that. Then when I seen Cypher, I'm not joking. You can go ask John. You can ask him anytime. He showed me Cypher. He sent a message on Facebook with Cypher. And I said, what would that do to Bell? A few months later, guess what I see? He made a Bell version. And I want it so bad. The Bell Cypher is insane. And for people that say the Cypher doesn't have anything, it's just a reverse stripe, they're dumb. The Cypher has a lot that can be done with it yet. I think it's going to do great things with like Tangerine and Bold. I think Firebold and Cypher might have a thing going on. The Bell Cypher is amazing looking. I would love to see a Tangerine Rainwater Cypher. That would be insane. The Cypher the tip is just starting to touch.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do. Oh, let's see. 2 females for Gecko. Most varied lines someone could get at this point. I really don't want to part with them. Dude, think about it. If you don't want to part with them, you keep them. I want babies. If you do, I kind of want them. So And I agree. The Bold Cipher is going to be an insane gecko. I'm going to be a Heidi fanboy. I think if Heidi could get a cipher and put it into her bold stuff,
that would be cool.
Afghanicus is I really when I seen that how I seen Miles was doing his live at the last show he was at, and he was doing a live and he went over to Afghanicus. I'm like, wait, what? They're not a common thing. They're not a common thing to get, and that he's right. That group is not common at all. And getting Macularis. I mean, Steve Sykes has it. I bought a lot off Steve for the Macularis, and you can get stuff like that, but the Afghanicus you just don't see. That is but now they say that Afghanicus being bred to Macularis, I don't know. I don't even want it for that. I just want to breed it for the Afghanicus. I'm telling you, I've thought about trying to buy a pure cipher from John and then talking to you and saying, "Hey, just there you go. I just want some bold heads." I'm not joking because I don't have much bold. I have 2 nice bold animals that are just bold. I got one from Dab and I got one from another person. I can't think of his name at Seward. Then I got a firebolt from Heidi. I just need to get some more. Shoot the Addy, Heidi. Look at shoot the Addy, Heidi. I'm telling you, that bold stripe and cipher would be
insane.
That's how I choose what to breed. I'm like, what will this do? Now, does it always work? It don't always work. Oh, look we got more pictures. That's a white and yellow bell. I could tell. You had to tell me. That's a white and yellow bell. What in the world? Look at that head pattern.
Yep. Look at the tail.
Oh, this is an insane gecko. This is what I do, guys, on my downtime. I just look at other people's gecko. That is an insane gecko. That is insane. That's Adams. Oh, man. And that's what I like to see. I like seeing other people do it. Frank the Tank, I'm telling you, dude, when you breed them bloods, it's going to be insanity. Oh, what? Okay, we got to get this up. Josh sent me some cool stuff. Huh.
That's nice. Very, very nice.
Is this red stripe? Is this a red stripe too? That's insane.
I know.
Whoops. I want that. There's one. Oh, that's clownish.
It's nice.
That's got some emerine in it, dude. That's got some emerine in it. I love seeing people's stuff. I love people succeeding at this. I just do. I think that people succeeding is the way is so important. Oh, you guys can see me. See, if you guys don't go to my personal page, see how big I was. I'm like not that big anymore. It's pretty cool. But there's my granddaughter, my daughter right here in the middle, and right here. This is my daughter. This is me, and then my granddaughter and my wife. Oh, we're getting this mom. So you guys see. And then, of course, I advertise for Fauna Radio. Let's see. Oh, there's a picture. And then me and Fauna Radio. I never post anything on my page that's not... anyone can view it. I don't hide nothing. I got 1.4 friends. 1.4 thousand friends. I'm famous.
I got you beat.
I know. Yeah,
I got 4,980 something or 90 something.
It reminds me of when I go by friend count. It reminds me of the show Due Date. It's funny, and the guy goes, "I have 47 Facebook friends." I just laugh. Uh-oh. Mama's nice. The male's better.
Very nice.
But that's a good gecko. you can start seeing the hints of orange there, and her head has that whiteness behind it. She's a chubbers too. I like it. Them eyes, gecko eyes are just it to me. Gecko eyes are just it. There's nothing better than leopard geckos. Leopard geckos are the reason I like leopard geckos is they're easy to breed. My daughter can have fun with them. My granddaughter's going to have fun with them. My grandson's going to have fun with them. And there's so much that can be done with them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much. I don't have friends. I have allies and enemies.
Here's a question for you guys. It's gecko related, but not leopard gecko related.
Go ahead. What's up?
What's everybody's opinion on cat geckos?
I can tell you mine. They're easily lost. People lose them pretty quickly. They're wild caught. Not many people captive breed them.
No, these ones that I was talking about are captive bred from captive.
Yeah.
You know.
I seen that the price kind of went up. There's a couple wild caught. I don't know. I didn't know that cat geckos came in the last importation. Because a bunch of caiman lizards came in and stuff like that. A big import came in. What's hard to do with geckos is the natural fauna in their gut when they're wild caught and we deworm them, it can kill them.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
Oh yeah.
So it's a hit and miss. They're really freaking amazing geckos. I want some. But I'm not paying what I seen on there. I'm not doing that.
No, they were $250 on there. I saw them on what's the name, but that ain't where I'm talking though. But I mean, like, I just want to know what people think of them. If they think there's like even a market for them out there, because you don't see them that much. That's what I'm trying to figure. I don't want to get a big breeding group and then there not be a market for it at all, because then you're stuck with all these cat geckos that
I believe they only have like 6 to 8 eggs a piece.
Yep, a season. Yep, that's it.
So I mean, if you get like 2 or 3 females and you got like 12 to 18, I think you can move them. I don't think you want to mass produce them on like a even a fat tail level.
No.
But they aren't as hardy as some people think, and that's why you don't see them. They come in every year, and you don't see people captive breeding them. If someone actually took the time and said, "Hey, yeah, I'm going to do it," I think we could. I think there's a market for them. They're really cool geckos, and you could. I mean, if let's say you did it, you could pave the way for something new, because house geckos and flying geckos one time weren't bred. The house geckos probably were, but they breed at like roaches. But like flying geckos, and tokay geckos were never bred before. I mean, and now look at they're captive bred a lot. So, I mean, I think there's a market for everything. People don't know what they want until they see it.
That's true. Cat geckos. Does everybody know what a cat gecko looks like on here? Some people might not, but I think they're pretty cool.
I can actually look it up. I can show people. Cat gecko. This here is a cat gecko. So
yeah, and even like what's in there said wild caught ones are scary to get. Basically scary to get. Basically scary is what I'm getting from what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean they come in, and this is the problem when we get wild caught animals, guys, is they live with this stuff in the wild and it doesn't bother them because they're not stressed. I don't care what people say. Animals from the wild, when they're put in cages, they're stressed. They're caged. No matter how big a cage we get, they're caged. They can't move freely. Traffic in the house, if you're walking by it, stresses out the animal. When the animal stresses out, their immune system starts to drop. And that immune system drops, the parasite then takes over and it kills the animal. That's why we live. So we as humans deworm them and deparasite them. That also kills the good fauna in their gut. Like if we took our geckos now and released them in the wild, they'd probably all die. Even if we did the wild ones, mm-hmm. the one that look wild type, they die. They couldn't handle it. But we then might put something in the wild that these geckos are used to that would kill the wild too. I'll take a Fiji iguana. Me too. Me too. You could find
Tuatara is cool, but you can't get them. It's my favorite animal. Not my favorite animal, but favorite reptile. They're not even considered a lizard. Did you know that? They're on a branch. They're a lizard, but they're on a special branch of the tree. Did you also know that the tuatara have to be like 40 years old before they breed? So you can get one when you're a kid. Maybe breed it before you die.
The Toledo Zoo, where I used to live, has tuataras. And they're my favorite things in the world. I'll probably never touch one. I am trying to make the zoo happen, like, big time, but that's probably one untouchable thing, because I don't care what people say, Komodo dragons can be touched now. I have a friend that has a Komodo dragon.
Yeah,
so,
they can be touched.
I can go down there and play with it. So, but I don't know the tuatara. I don't even know how I would go about that. But yeah, cat geckos are awesome. I mean, their patterns are just really hard, even for some people that know geckos. They're just a hard gecko. They need that attention, and as a large breeder, it might be harder for us to give it that attention, but it could be done. I mean, if they're eating and pooping, and they're hydrated, they should live. It's when they stop eating that you got to worry, because they are a thinner gecko too. I don't think they're going to last as long as like a leopard or a fat tail without food. They don't store the fat in their tails like they're supposed to, and
I know they eat crickets and roaches, but crickets and stuff they got to have that. They're almost like a fat tail gecko because they need that kind of movement to eat, and you keep them basically like you do a crested gecko. Cooler temperatures. The temperature can't get too high on them. They need lots of fauna in there to hide and stuff like that, and they usually do pretty good. But
I still have one.
Oh yeah,
I still have a satanic, but my female didn't make it when I got him in. Collared lizard, same thing. I want a collared.
See, Mark. This goes into what me and Gary were talking about earlier with the 20% of all reptiles in the wild are on the verge of becoming extinct.
I'm a big firm believer that, we need captive breeding to save animals. Crested geckos are a big one. But when people say, like deer's overpopulating, humans are overpopulating, I struggle with that every day.
Yeah, that's what that whole thing was about. That the reason they're endangered is because we are taking away their habitat.
Frank, I will get pics up over when I'm at the shop, or him. I'm sorry, him. I'll do a video too. I'll get him up. Yeah, just like here, I know where to find certain species of animals, and I only tell certain people because I don't want them disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Massasaugas, I'm not telling that. Not many people has ever heard. I found them. I know where they're at here. I can go get them right now, but I can't film it because you can almost pinpoint where I'm at because there's some really big landmarks there.
That's the sucky part.
So it really sucks because I want to share some of that, and I don't want them to die off because people go there. New cows are pretty jumpy. What is that? New cows. I've had my skills for catching geckos. I thought the Leo the other day without even thinking about. Dude, I don't know if I said this on the long-tail lizards. I didn't know that they dropped their tails. And I grabbed the long-tail lizard by the tail, and instantly I had someone else there, and I was sexing them because they're supposed to be a pair, and I was sexing them. So I grabbed the one, and I'm just handling it, picking it up, and I'm like, oh, yep, it's a male. Put it down. I grabbed the other one, and Miranda's like, do they lose their tails? I'm like, no. And I grabbed it, and it dropped its tail in my hand, like this much of it. So it still has like that much of its tail. And I'm like, oh, I felt so bad. So I didn't sex it because it was stressed out. So I just let it go. If there's a pair, there's a pair. Them little long-tailed lizards knock down full-size mealworms.
Wow.
They knocked, they like, oh, yep, there they are. I'm like, geez. And their tummies are all a little fat. I'm like, oh, them are cool. I kind of like them. So I'm thinking about ordering because I can get them from Jillian. rainbow that you can order long-tailed lizards. So I'm thinking about ordering like 10 to 15 of them and putting them in like a 55, 75 gallon tank because they're actually really cool. They come out. They aren't scared of people.
Are they easy to breed?
I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. Well, they're fed on they're sold as feeder lizards. So if I order like 10 to 15 of them, I save 10 to 15 of them. Yeah, so I had it was like 3 inches of his tail, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh, gosh dang it. But it was an educational thing because my daughter was there and they were like, why is the tail still wiggling? So I got to teach that. And she's already starting to grow back her tail. You can already see it. So I was like, oh, cool. At least it's coming back. Or him. I think it's a female because it was as Joe, the one that was on, had him in a 10-gallon tank and was selling them at the show. And I was there and he goes, I am not taking these home. You can take them to your zoo. I'm like, oh, okay. And I said, if they don't sell, I'll take them. Well, of course they didn't sell. So I got long-tailed lizards there now too. They're pretty cool. I like them. And I'm going to set up at the zoo. I'm going to do a Madagascar hissing cockroach colony naturally. I'm going to put them up how they naturally are in the wild. I'm going to mimic that. And I'm going to do dubia roaches too. I thought about, I don't know what I should do. Red runners do not climb. I found this out. They don't climb smooth surfaces. Red runners kind of look like the German roach kind of, but they're red.
Yeah.
So I thought about setting up some red runners in like I don't know how to say the trashy is a polluted tank and letting them take off and showing people when they come in, this is what can happen if we pollute our earth. I was thinking about doing that.
Yeah, there's a place in Philadelphia that does that. Or the Insectarium. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, they have it like that. You can go in there and they have everything in there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about like doing like I don't know how big tank and just making it where like there's a cups in there and there's like some trash in there and I feed them like normal, but it looks like like an alley, and there's roaches everywhere and say, see if you pollute the earth, this is what's going to take over. The
Camden, New Jersey aquarium over there, the Camden Aquarium has a tank set up like a cutout of a river that's polluted. And certain fish that live in there and stuff. But they do it so you can see what it looks like. Why you shouldn't pollute.
And I know who has knobbers. I said it again, knobtails. Impeccable's got knobs.
Does he really? Do you breed them? Oh, I suppose you do.
How I transition my Africa of crickets, they don't hide and they play dead like dubia, so they are great for simulating. See, that's what I'm thinking. They reproduce really quick, and yes, they don't climb out their bed. See, I thought they did, so I'm thinking about going to red runners, because my goblins are producing, but they're not
slow
producing,
though, right?
Yeah, they're slow, and I don't like that. I wanted them to be a crickets. I might be doing something wrong with them. I don't know. If I was, that's not how you downsize. So I don't know. I might go to red runners. I might do it. I thought they climbed this whole time.
Still going to do your dubias though, right?
Oh yeah. I was there the other day and I was feeding, and I there has to be 10,000 babies in each bin. There has to be. I'm not joking. In the egg crates, there's like 10 egg crates in each one, and I took one out, and I took one egg space, and I kind of scooped them out, and maybe a few other fell in there. And I counted 87 baby dubia roaches, and they're full. Like they're all full. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I'm going to separate them here soon because if you separate them faster, they'll breed faster. They say. I'm going to test it out. I'm producing tons and tons, and all these are staying with me. So I have close to 15 to 20,000 females going in 4 months. That aquarium had some hippos that took a dump on the glass.
The struggle is real, isn't it, Miles? It really is. I agree with you.
Miles, seriously, if you do get rid of those those I wouldn't be opposed to buying them, and then if you ever want them back, just whatever, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's go to lobster. No. That's why I don't. Lobsters won't live here, but no. The species of roaches I have that will be in Orner Exotics roach list. I have Dubia, of course. We have Madagascar hissing cockroaches. They'll be soon because they've exploded. And Madagascar are more expensive than normal. I got wide horns. I do have goblins, but I don't know if I'm gonna try, but they're not producing enough for me to sell. Then we do got discoids. I just purchased them. I don't have any adults. They're 100 nymphs, like large nymphs. So we'll see how that goes. And what others do I got? I got peppered roaches. I got shadows. The shadows I might be able to sell here soon. And shadows breed easy. They clone themselves. And I got question marks. And then I got isopod wise. I have panda kings, dairy cows, powder orange, powder blues, and the little white ones, dwarf whites, little white ones.
So how many species do you plan to do?
Once I get the dubias going up the size and where I want to be, I'm gonna do the Madagascar. And I'm going to do Halloween. I'm going to add Halloween in to it. And I'm going to do the wide horns. So that'll be Dubias, Madagascar, the 3 Madagascar, or the hissing roaches, 3 hissing roaches. Then discoids, that's 5. Red runners, I'm probably going to add. Goblins, I'm going to keep. And then them are feeders, probably 7 feeders, 7 to 10 feeders. I got discoids just so I can sell to Florida.
Is there any roaches that you can't feed off that are not good to feed off to your reptiles?
And the actual Madagascar hissing cockroach adults and wide horns really are really bad to feed because their chitin is thicker, and they're like armor. Like it's tough. Now I'll feed him off to my Nile because he rips it apart and he'll leave the head part. He'll just eat the back part. He's weird.
Oh.
But the Madagascar and the wide horns, I don't think. Just say I gotta tell my wife something.
Did you, Miles? Did you see the thing about them? Something happened with some springtails that had, I think they were orange ones too, that had some kind of disease that wiped a bunch of them out. I think. I could be wrong, but I thought I heard something about that. And banana roaches, they climb and they fly, I think. Don't they fly?
What will fly?
They can fly. Bananas, can't they?
Banana, yes. Bananas. I had bananas and I fed them off.
They were driving you crazy, huh?
Well, they crawl up, and the tubs I had to make sure they were non-escape proof. I knew that. But then when I opened up, they would fly out.
I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. That's kind of funny, though.
But yeah. Oh,
I've seen that on TikTok. I don't know if it's the same guy you're talking about, but yeah, some nice, beautiful emerald green ones.
Yeah, so I want to do stuff that can't escape. That's what I kind of want to do. I think it was a larger locality of banana. I will not do bananas no more. I won't do it. I won't do it. No, I won't do it. Let's see. I personally watched herds of roaches travel from house to house. Weird me out to think of roaches. Well, I see if I can find. I don't think I have any videos of my roaches up. Do I?
You got lots of pictures, though. I've seen some pretty cool pictures.
Yeah, I put pictures up, but I gotta see if. I mean, this. I guess. I mean, this is one of the groups of mostly adults. This is before they had babies. This was just adults. I bought 1,000 females.
I love how clean they make the banana peels.
Oh yeah, they. Let's see. Here's a white horn. This is a female white horn. Um, don't mind my biting of my fingers. Let's see. Oh, here's that. That's a pretty cool animal. I don't know what to
Mm-hmm.
call it though. Let's see. That lasted me about an hour. There's 10,000 mealworms there. Oh, here we go. We can show this. This is my Nile, eating the roach. It was like, oh, thanks. And then it gets away, and I thought it got away, and he goes down through it. You see his claws. I love his claws.
Yeah. Niles are pretty cool. If you can get them to calm down a little bit. If you can't get them to calm down, they're pretty tough.
He's my boy. His claws need trimmed if I'm going to hold them, but his claws. People think Niles mouths. It's their claws. I mean, look at them. they're big. Let's see. Here's my discoids I bought. So I got some discoids. There's 100 in
cool.
there.
I like those. Those are pretty cool looking.
Here's that joke I did. I want to see a magic trick. So, guys, that animal was produced in 2019. That's a baby. That's like almost just hatched. Maybe 6 grams, 7 grams, maybe. Let's see. Here's my Nile. He's looking at me like, "Hey, what's going on, buddy?" Let's see. There's my roaches again. There's a friend. A friend had these. I forget what they're called. They're not rhinoceros or something else. A friend had those.
They're not the rhino beetles?
No, I don't think so. There's something else. They called it something else. I might be wrong. This is pretty rare. I wore my shirt, my scaled up shirt, and everyone is asking where I got it. Dylan was cool. Dylan and Brittany gave it to me as a present. It was really cool. So it's one of my favorite shirts. Let's see. Oh, me proving that they don't always like oranges. They went after the apple first.
Apple first.
Me setting up. This is just a bin I just set up. I put apple down for the babies, and it looks like nothing's in there. And I was gonna do a before and after, and I forgot to go back in there and take a picture of it with their all up top.
That's right. You sent that to me and said I'm gonna do an after, and you never sent it.
Yeah, I forgot to do it. There's my roach size. My hands. I'm 6'3", so it shows dubias. My dubies are pretty big. It's real important that they keep that size. Let's see. This is my Instagram. Now I think I've showed you guys all this other stuff. There's my first day in my place. There's a cage, and I put my banner up. You can see the stuff I just literally just brought it in. I was like, yeah, I'm done. Then I started setting up. So I had to get that up. There's a truck that I moved all the animals in twice. Yes, it was raining that day. I hated it. I hated everything about it. Let's see. M7. I got this up in my gecko room. Another one I was taking jabs at, not a laughing matter. Clown. Not a laughing matter. There's Panda Kings. Some snow stuff, snow tremper stuff. What's this? Oh, this is my Madagascars. They started exploding, and now I got more from this video. I have more than this now. They is exploded.
They can climb though, right?
Yes, the adults don't so much though. The babies do, but the adults don't. The adults kind of stay down. As you see, I put glue in them holes because that used to be a Tokay gecko cage, to tell you the truth. But yeah, they exploded, and now I got more. I got like 3 times that, and this was taking a week ago. I was at the shop and I opened it up, and it was just like they're all over. So, and might be able to see a gravid female in here somewhere. No, probably not. I was just looking at stuff like they're all over. There's a bolted male. He just molted to be an adult, maybe a sub-adult.
Sure, it's just not an albino. No, just kidding.
No, it's an albino. The males tend to be darker too. Like when it comes to the male hissers, the males tend to be really dark, and the females are real pretty. So that was always fun.
I have a friend who keeps contacting me, And here's just a simple question for you about geckos. If you have gecko that lays eggs, and every so many gecko eggs that are hatched, one's a really tiny little baby, what would you say the issue is?
Just one's a tiny one?
Yeah, like you have a real tiny one, then you have a couple normal sized ones, and then you'll have another tiny one, and then you'll have a couple normal sized ones, and then you'll have another little tiny one.
It's just part of that genetics of that animal.
Is that what you think it is? You don't think it's an incubator issue or nothing like that?
No,
Like,
I mean, well, males can tend to be smaller because they're incubated so quick, in my opinion, and females tend to be bigger because they incubate a little bit longer. Now, is that theory always right? No.
they're all in the same incubator. I know that.
Yeah, I think it's a genetic thing. I think
Genetic things.
yeah, it could be just a genetic thing. I mean, I do. If a gecko is 2.5 grams or bigger, it's a success to me. I get animals from 2.5 to 3.5 on average. That's usually, if you get over 3.5 as a hatchling, that's a big gecko.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does happen. I do get some 3.4s, and I'm like, whoa, look at the 5s.
Okay, what about this then? What if you have one that you have two eggs that hatch, one grows to 14 grams, and the other one stays about 2.
That happens too. That happens too. I get animals, if you house them together. This is why I house them together at first. People ask why, and they get mad at me. But I house them until they get around 5 to 6 grams, and they double in size because I think having that competition helps them out. I do.
Okay.
But if you separate them, you'll start getting them sluggish ones that don't eat as much. And they just might not want to eat mealworms. They might not want to eat crickets, whatever they're offering, and it just takes time. 5.1?
That's huge. And 4 is his average.
Yeah, I get my average like 3.5.
I never weighed mine out. You know that?
But
I never weighed them out.
I haven't done it in years, but that's what I remember. I don't weigh anything ever anymore. I haven't. Last time I weighed a gecko, I don't weigh them to breed. I don't weigh them for nothing, no reason anymore. And people ask me like, "Oh, how many grams?" I don't know. We can weigh it if you want. It's breedable. That's what I say.
I never weighed mine, but within a few months, within a year, 6 to 10 months, mine are all 50, 60, 70 grams. So,
yeah, I do look, and I'm not saying that Josh's or yours is this way, but I do see some people's animals when they're 8 months old and at 70 grams. I'm like, it's an overweight gecko.
Yes, I agree.
When I buy off some people like Garrick DeMeyer, I love Garrick. Garrick, you're my homie, but I used to put his stuff on a diet before I bred him.
Overweight, yeah.
It just at that time I would rather have that athletic look than a fat gecko. That I call it an athletic look. I would get more eggs. Them overweight fat geckos just tend not to give you as many eggs as a athletic girl would.
Now, do you think being overweight affects the males too, like with reproductive reasons?
My males, I put my males on diets all the time. I put them on diets, but now my males, I like having a little chunkier, but not overweight. There are overweight geckos out there. I love people that get them out and they're like, "This is a giant 100-gram," and I'm looking at it, it's just a fat gecko. I don't know what else to say. I'm like, it's fat.
Maybe you should put it on the diet, buddy.
I'm like, I don't understand why people want to make giant geckos and they force it to be overweight. I mean, if it's a giant gecko and the length's there, awesome, cool beans. But to force something that's not, I think because we can control the weight of the gecko, we can just keep feeding it. I don't know. Yeah, like, because giant came from the original Tremper too. That's what it said.
Yep.
I don't know.
Came from the albino line, right? Am I correct with that? Yeah.
There's I mean, I just don't know how to say it because like animals used to be bred at 30, 35 grams. Now we're looking at 70 grams and people are frowning on under 50-gram breeding. I don't know. I got 40-gram females I'll breed all day.
Here's what I got to say about the weight thing. Now, I relate this back to ball pythons. Now, if you go into the wild, do you think that female ball python saying, I cannot breed until I'm 1,500 grams? No. When you used to get them in on imports, they would be 800 grams. Some would even probably be close to 700 grams, a little over, and lay eggs.
I know this is going to sound like an asshole thing, but the reason that animals in captivity got bigger is because the bigger animals produced more and they were kept back to breed. And then it would produce bigger animals and the ball pythons. And if we get a 4,000 gram female, it's going to give us 9 eggs instead of 3 eggs. An animal's ready to breed when it ovulates in the wild. That's what it is. If it's ovulating, it's going to breed. And if it breeds and it's too young, it's going to die. Mm-hmm. And that gene pool is going to be away. Nature's mean. The weak die and the strong survive. In captivity, we shelter the weak, and
which we do that a lot.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this animal, I like the lemon frost, so I'm going to shelter it and breed it on. The lemon frost would have died off a long time ago. Yeah, just like albinos. Albinos can't make it, and blizzards can't make it. I think Eclipse could make it. Eclipse could make it in the wild.
Well, the original albino did die off.
I'm saying in the wild.
No, when he got it, though, when it came in from the wild, it died. Mm-hmm. When it was a baby. It was not meant. So he bought them all, and one of them just happened to be hets, and that's how he got it all. But yeah, no, the original ones did not make it because they couldn't, I guess.
So, I mean, I think like Eclipse could and stuff like that, but like maybe the Cypher could make it. Snow, I think Snow could make it as an adult. As a baby, maybe not. Because Snows as adult, there's Snows out there look like normals. Mm. I mean, let's be honest. Let's just call it like we see it. There's some Max Snows out there. There are Max Snow that look like normal Leopard Geckos. As an adult, they just do. I hatched a Leopard Gecko, I believe, was at 5 grams. That was pretty big and was born with a knobtail. That's pretty cool. That was big with a knobber. There's Jeff Scott used to hatch a baby with no tail.
Yeah, I think it was him. I seen the one.
Yeah. So I mean, genetics and mutations are just that. They're mutations. That's why we call them morphs, but they're mutations.
Yeah.
And we go off on that. There's just mutations I feel that we shouldn't breed, like the jaguar carpet python.
Yeah,
we shouldn't touch it. The spider ball python to an extent. I mean, I have a spider ball python. That's my daughter's.
But here's
it twists and does all weird stuff.
But they captured them from the wild, so they were surviving to a point.
Yeah, I mean, but when it comes down to a spider ball python, it's a dominant trait, or it might be an incomplete dominant. They say super spider can't. I think, right?
Yeah, super spider produces pearl, which all die.
Yeah, so I think when you talk about incomplete dominant or a dominant in the wild, all it takes is one to make it to an adult and will produce more. And then it takes a couple of those and it produces more. Once an animal gets to adult, it's less and less likely to get eaten or whatever. They learn how to survive a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Like a recessive trait, it's going to be harder to reproduce on a level. That's why I say when you go down to Florida, this is my biggest argument. We're not seeing albinos, Burmese pythons. We're not seeing green Burmese. I don't care what you say. A green Burmese should be able to live in the wild.
You would think.
Especially in Florida. The swamps, a green Burmese, and they're very, very common. I got one fly again. Very, very common. In back when they say they got released. So your greens, your granites, and stuff. We're not finding those.
No, the albino was big back then in '94. Mm-hmm. Albinos were really.
No, albino I think would be killed off. But. We should be seeing them granites and them greens and stuff like that. I still say we should be seeing them, and we don't. I don't know.
I kind of agree with you on the cargo ship thing where they came in on the ships. I do. Because, a full-grown Burmese python can go months and months and months without eating anything, and ships are loaded with rats anyway, so they probably do just fine.
There was a Chinese or Japanese spider. I just read an article on it that went in Georgia, and they're thinking it's going to make it to the East Coast. It's not deadly. It's not harmful, but it's from China area, and it came here on ships.
See?
So, I mean, I don't think it's the pet trade. Now, are there some snakes that are a pet trade? Yeah, you can find corn snake morphs down in Florida. You can. The corn snake morphs they can camouflage are making it down in Florida, and I do know Rich has released corn snakes, and it was a big thing. Fauna
it was a huge thing. Yeah.
He would release them
16 years ago or so.
Yeah,
17 years. That was a big thing. Holy cow!
So I guess it's such a hard thing.
Nikki sent you a picture of the knobtail leopard gecko.
Tom McDonald messaged me too. Oh, yay. I got a lot of messages. I don't want that on the screen. Image request. I don't see it. Oh, there we go. What is a knob? Oh, look at that.
That is pretty cool.
Is that the same gecko?
Yeah. Yeah, see the pattern on the right above the legs?
Okay.
That's actually pretty cool.
Okay, cool beans. That's actually really cool. That's interesting. It is a knob or tail.
That is knobtail leopard gecko.
She bred a knobtail. Oh, we got pictures. Look at this. Ooh.
Wow.
We don't even have to say who this is. This is Heidi's. Let's see what else she sent me. Oh, I love striped stuff. I love striped stuff. There's that gecko with the lava. Well, someone else sent me some. Okay, Josh sent me pictures. All right. Jay. Look how many chats I got in. Did we look at this one? I don't know if we looked at this one. Oh, there it is. Black Knight. That must be the Black Knight lava. That's what that's the lava. So lava or true lava is going for like 3K. All lavas. I like that gecko.
That one's nice.
That's that bell. So lava is going for 3K. I mean, I guess someone asked me on Fauna Radio, like one of the things, saying, "What did I sell for $3,000 that wasn't a Black Knight?" And I'm like, "Well, Black Knight's just the newest craze." Let's see. We got some more pictures.
Tang radar. Adam said,
"I want a Tang radar. Send it to me. Just give it to me for free."
That is pretty cool. I'm telling you right now.
That's actually a very unique animal.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was asking, and I was like, dude, the Black Knight is just the newest craze, and people are jumping on that train, and I guess people make money, go for it. But I mean, back in the day, I mean, white and yellow was a craze, and I was one of the first in the country to have it. So.
I will tell you guys all this. I don't know if anybody's tuning in, but if you're subscribed to Luna Geckos, and you got to be subscribed to his channel, he's giving a Black Knight away on Sunday, I believe it is.
I'm subscribed,
but you got to be in the live to win it. I think that's what's part of the rules.
Well, here's the deal with that. I don't want a Black Knight. I want something different. I want something different. I don't know. Black Knight doesn't do it. I got my clouded stuff. I don't know. It's just Black Knight's it's an end result. It's an end result. I would actually outcross it. If I have Black Knights, I would be like, okay, let's put it into blood. Let's see what we can do with that.
That's the first thing that popped in my head was blood to see what it did.
Yeah, and I would outcross it and try to do like some crazy stuff. I wouldn't breed it just to make more Black Geckos. I mean, I just don't. I don't know. I just don't see it. We named him Bob the Knobtail Gecko.
Do you know what I really enjoy having?
What's that?
the African fat tails. They are cool. They feel different. They're softer. They're calmer.
It does have a cruise spine.
Oh, wow. Check that out.
And deformities work. And like now, if we were to breed these, I guarantee if you bred for the knob tail part of it, it might reproduce. Pigtails reproduced.
Yeah, the pigtails reproduced so much that people started breaking them off.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what's bad about the tail morph of leopard geckos. Now, people ask me why I have tails. I was talking about housing stuff together until like 6 grams. The reason my geckos have their tails usually is I don't keep them housed together that long. After they hit around 6 grams, I separate them. I think that first few weeks, a couple weeks or so, teaches them both how to, they got that competition, teach them how to eat and stuff like that.
See, all mine had tails until I put the male in with the female. And she bit the end of it off.
This is Shannon's. This is a nice thing.
Ooh, that's nice.
Is that a bull black knight? I like it.
I like it. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I like it.
I'm a huge fan. I'm not a black knight guy. I'm not. Her egg was deflated. Just not why it was a tarantula. Ooh. Oh, died. Yeah, so I mean things are looking up. Orner Exotics, we're gonna give away some stuff here. I was thinking about giving away, once I start selling roaches, giving away roach colonies, like a starter colony, maybe 50 females and 15 adult males, something like that. Or I could do that because I have a plan to get to 1 million production within a year. So that's my plan. Big
G houses his together for the first few months.
No, that's what I do. I mean that, and I tend to get less small guys.
I don't know if you were just here, Luna, but I gave your channel a shout out to try to. It'll be interesting on Sunday.
I wish I could. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, he stressed that selling out too quick would kill my colonies. What were you saying?
I was telling Big G that we gave his channel a little shout out for the Black Knight giveaway.
Yeah, we should. Black Knight's getting given away. I think any giveaway's fun. Giveaways are great.
I like giveaways.
I like giveaways. Sunday at 11.
Ooh, that means I got to get up early.
All right, I'll see if I can get on, and then I'm gonna say Big G. So at 10K, he's giving away Handy Dandy.
Okay, what's he giving away at 15K?
I know, but she cleans cages and she ships out stuff. That's amazing to me.
She doesn't like messing with the bugs, though.
Oh, that's fine. She can just do geckos. But she has to put an Orner Exotic shirt on and none of this Big G stuff.
Yep.
Oh, man. It's actually, I got to get down. Oh, I'll be starting to do shows here again soon. So next Janesville, or if I can get Big G to come up for a one-day show for Green Bay or Fondy or something like that, that'd be cool.
Handy Dandy flies back in tomorrow.
Uh-oh. So you got to start following the rules again.
Yep.
Got to start following the rules again.
I'll break the news to her, he says.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's going to be cool. Hopefully Big G's Sunday Live is huge. That'd be cool.
I think so. That'd be a lot
giving
of fun.
Giving away a gecko is fun. I mean, that's just awesome. Free gecko. Listen to a cool channel. I mean, I just like how he does it. I just like his channel, and I like
times. That's Central, Mark. That'd be 12:30 or 12. What do you say? 11 or 11:30?
It'll be 11 Central. Yeah, so he's
so it's 12 your time, Mark. 12 your time, but you have to be subscribed to his channel, buddy.
Yeah, click that Luna Geckos. I like that channel.
I was so excited when he hit 1,000 subscribers, man. I was like, holy cow, that's awesome.
I honestly thought he was over that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I never pay attention to anyone's subscriber like thing. I was like,
Yeah.
really? He should be. Wow, that's really underrated.
I was promoting it. I was telling people, getting people over there because I think he deserves it because he's got a great channel.
He does. He's got a really good channel. He does. He. Anyone could watch it. Anyone could watch his channel.
I tell everybody to watch his video on when he's ripping the money up.
That's my favorite one. He's like, let's find out what $400 can do. I'm like, that's great. Oh, that was so funny. I like it, and I'm doing a video, and some people ask. I'm trying to get it done where I'm going to show people how I built Owner Exotics. So
that would be cool.
I'm going to go through my theory of how I started, how much money I started with, and or they could start with, and how to pick a gecko that you like, and how to do the racking, and how to, I'm going to go through each and every one where it's cheap racking to, professional racking, and why you want to use good thermostats and not cheap thermostats. And, because, there's lots of us that were using cheap thermostats at one time, and we lost our collections to fires.
Mm-hmm.
And it just happened to
the African fat-tailed
I can't think of her name. Oh, gosh, dang it.
It was just a couple weeks ago.
Yes. She lost her whole her collection to it, basically, and it's sad. So thermostats and internet, notifiers and all that good stuff, and it's so important not to cheap out. You want to buy good thermostats and good heat tape. You want to change that heat tape when you have to. Keep an eye on it. All it takes is one. That's all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I have all my heaters on timers, and if they overheat, they shut off. All that. So
mine have alarms on them. The Pi meters. I don't know if you've ever seen them.
Yep.
They have meters on. They have alarms on them. The other day, the electric went out here for a couple hours, and it was cold, and it dropped 1 degree in temperature, and they started beeping. So they're pretty cool.
So, it's just important that you use the right things. I want to go over that. I want to go over how to budget and make a profit. There's ways to make profit.
There it is.
Here and some.
Daniela Stevens.
Yes, Danielle. I'm sorry, Danielle. I'm sorry. I was seeing her. I was seeing her in my mind.
That's what I said. I was picturing her too, but I couldn't remember her name.
It's sad when anyone loses their collection. It's sad because the emotions that go through that, the animals lost, it's just terrible in every sense of it. It's draining.
Mark, you could start up a YouTube channel and not have any videos. Just start up a YouTube channel, go over and subscribe to it. That's it. Just go on and call it Mark Tucker's YouTube.
Yeah, or if you have a Gmail already, you can just go there and it automatically create one.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, that's the thing is, if you do it if you want to do it as a business, there is a way to do it and make a profit. Most of us just keep dumping money into our our hobby.
Yeah.
So, like me, I do turn a profit now, but I'm like, oh, I like that animal, I'm gonna buy that, or I like this, I'm gonna buy that. Or Miles would say, hey, I got this up for grabs, and I'm like, oh, I need that now. And there's times that I tell like 5 people I want something from them, and then I'm like, oh wait, now I gotta buy it all, and it hurts. That's why I want to do roaches to be able to help me with this, because let's be honest, everyone's gonna buy roaches.
Roaches will feed your addiction.
And worst comes to worst, I can just stop buying mealworms, I guess, and Jillian would kill me, and feed roaches. She would totally kill me. I was talking to Miles and Dylan and them about breeding superworms, but oh gosh, I don't know if I could do superworms.
You know what's hard about them is you got to separate them.
Yeah. To
get them to pupate out, and it's just, I did it. I did 100 of them. I used to do it, but I'm like, it's a lot of work.
Where dubias, you clean the cage once every 8 months to a year. You separate them out, just pull them out, separate them out, but I don't clean the cage because you want that frass down there. Mm-hmm. The babies eat the frass. It's for biological, for the immune system. So when people buy smalls off me, I'll be separating them that day to ship them. I am not going to take the babies out as smalls and separate them right away. I want them to have 1 molt or 2 molts before I separate them and put them in their own colony. Mealworms. Mealworms. Choo Choo. I used to be really good friends with Brian, and Choo Choo used to eat mealworms, and he said that they were peanut butter. That's what he reminded me of. But yeah, turning a profit could be done. You just got to be strict and not buy much other. But I mean, it's pretty simple if you just take a product. If you take a product, you spend $500 a piece on. And you could take that product, put it together, and it makes more $500 pieces, and you get 10. You sell them $500 pieces at $5,000. And if each one of them products takes $7 to make from them first 2, you're still turning a profit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's electric in there and stuff like that. I've shown you, Andrew, my breakdown for everything. I break down everything down to a nickel. Like
I was just gonna say down to the penny. He breaks it down to the penny.
So
he'll send me this thing. What do you think of this? And it's this great big long. I have to download this big file and go through it. It's broken down each individual thing.
I know how much I have into each roach I produce. I know what I produce, what I have in each gecko I produce, each roach I produce, everything down to the penny. So I was underpricing my stuff. I was like, oh, if I average 4 cents a roach, nobody sells roaches at 4 cents.
Mm-mm.
So I was like, at 4 cents a roach, it's an insanity here. At 4 cents a roach, gosh dang it, I can't even do what I want to do. Here we go. If I produce 1 million roaches, and I hold back, what do I need to do? I want to minus. If I hold back, 10%. Let's just say 10%. Yeah. 10%. So I'm at 9 million, 900,000 basically, times 0.04. I can't math today. I can't math today. Jeez. I did this 900,000. If I can do this, there we go. 0.04. I'm looking at $36,000. That's how I thought. I was like, 36,000 and 900,000 roaches at 0.04. Who gives? I could care less. I could care less what other people thought of me. I was like, $36,000. Who cares? But we'll see what I already got the price list out, but that's how I was thinking. With 10% die off too, there was 10% die off. I mean, at 1 million roaches produced with my holdback and die off, I mean, I should be producing, $20,000 a month. It's a full-time job though. I'll have employees at that point.
Yeah, that's good. That's good for the effort, not the money you have to put in, but the work you have to entail in it. That's a pretty good profit. That's a pretty good.
I even told you how many hours a week I had to do.
Yeah.
I know what it takes to clean a tub, how to sort a tub, how long it takes to sort one tub, how to set up other bins, all that. I know how much time it takes. Big G probably knows what I'm talking about because he runs casinos. So he has to think of stuff like that. I don't know what he does in the casino exactly, but you got to break down everything. So I know how long it takes me to do clean a gecko tub.
I know what Big G does. He's the guy that takes you in the back room if you're stealing to put your hand in a vice. I'm going to come down here. You'll never play here. We can break your hand or you can go to jail.
I'm going to go down there and count cards. But my count cards, it goes, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. That's me counting cards. To do what they do, I'm like, huh? Then you bring that 20K to the casino and double your money. Yeah, I put it. Oh my Lord!
You'll double his money because the casino never loses.
I don't want to say names, but he's gonna hear this anyway. Okay. We're at the Green Bay Expo and it's in a casino. Okay, it's in Oneida Casino, and after the show, someone tells her mom, "Go put $50 on red," and she goes and does it, loses it. Oh, I lost the contact. Whatever. There it is. I lost it. I rubbed my eye. But yeah, it was funny. I want to come down to the casino, but the only thing I do play in casinos, I do play poker. Am I the best at it? No. I like playing it though. I'm not bad. I'm not the best. Could I do
Nickel
it
slot
professionally?
machines. I could spend 20 grand all day in the nickel slot machines because it take you forever.
I'm that poker player that people love but hate because I'll take 200. I'll go buy in $200 at the $1-2 no limit tables. Now there's $1-2 no limit tables here and there back in Ohio. I'm sure that $1-2 no limit tables are at Big G's casino. It's a very average table. So $200 is a pretty good thing to buy at a $1-2 no limit. And I'll take that $200, make it $1,600 to $2,600 in a couple hours. But then I think I'm immortal and then I lose it. Like I'll start acting like I push people around, and then someone will sit down and be like, "Well, screw you, dude," and I'll lose it. I'll lose it all, and then I'll buy back in and I'll win my money back and I'll walk away and I'll walk away even. I rarely walk away with money that I didn't put in, so I break even.
My brother goes to casinos and he takes so much money with him, and every bit of money he wins he puts in his other pocket, and at the end of the day he counts it. He usually breaks even. He never touches the other pocket though. Well, Frank, if you have to go, I'm sorry, you're going to lose your. Oh, you're going to be right back though.
Oh, no worries. I'm a tournament player. I'm a pretty good tournament player though, because my style's kind of aggressive, and if you double up, triple up at the beginning of a tournament, you usually can dominate because people are thinking about losing their chips and they're out of the tournament. So when you're making someone think about all their chips and they're gone, it's a little different. So tournament play is a little different than live play because you can't rebuy. Well, some tournaments you can, but most tournaments you can't. My dream is to play in the World Series, one of the World Series poker tournaments. I would love to do that, but I probably would never win. I probably win in cash because I mean there's some really, 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 really good poker players. So
yeah, I know there are. I've watched some of them shows. There's some crazy people on there.
I mean, the people just know they know ticks. Everyone has a tell, and they just do. And if you're good at reading people, you're like, oh yeah, you have a queen jack. You don't have it. How do they know I have a queen jack? How? How do you know this? Or you hit trips, but I got a full house. I'm sorry, you're not going to win. I don't know how they do it. I can read people, but not like that. I can't do it that good. I hardly make. Let's see. I hardly make it to everyday payday. I can't gamble. Also, those pesky addiction tendencies. I ran. Oh, whoa! What's this? I ran the 2007 World Series of Poker while I was running the reel that year. What? Who won the 2007? That wasn't Helmuth back then. That might have been Helmuth. I don't know. It might.
I'm telling you, we got to go hang out with Big G. It sounds like a good time.
Oh, I'd go down there. I'd spend some money. Poker is fun. I love poker. It's just one of them things that I don't got time to play anymore. And poker is not gambling, Miles. I don't care what you say. Well, should I say poker is one of the games that is not geared for the casino to win. No, shoot, got to think. I was a no name guy. Oh, I got to. Was it? Oh, geez. I have to go back out to look at who won that. But yeah, poker is one of them games that isn't geared towards the house to win. You either pay a rake for every pot won, or you pay for your seat every half hour. Some casinos charge you do both. They do a rake and you pay for your seat. It's like $7 to $10 for half hour to an hour. They call that denial. Poker is a game of skill. I'm not joking. The reason I call poker a game of skill is there are people that make a living at it. There's people that make a living.
My son's pretty good at it, but then his mother-in-law sat down and kicked his ass. It was hilarious.
The ones that are dangerous are like me and like the people that truly don't do it for a living, and they think I think I'm good, and I get cocky, and then they just tear me in half. Because poker is, I mean, you're going to lose your pots, you're going to lose it, but you're going to gain your money back if you're good. Jerry Yang.
Jerry
Yeah,
Yang.
yep. That's it. That's right.
Yang.
Um,
Frank the Tank is back.
Yeah, I mean, poker is one of them things that it's like I said, it's not for the house. You pay the house. So, like blackjack is geared toward a house to win, and because the slot machines are geared for them to win. It's a business. So poker is the one game that you can go sit down in a casino and they're telling you up front, we're going to charge you this, or we're going to take so much of a rake. I hate raking. I hate raking. I'd rather pay for my seat. I don't like rake. Because you're always thinking about that rake that, like how much are they going to take? They're going to take this in this pot. I just rather pay $10 for a half hour of my seat and be good to go. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I used to go up to Mount Pleasant in Michigan all the time and play. I've been put out by professionals before. Yeah, so yeah, I'd be sitting there with a stack of $1,600, $2,000 in chips at a $1-2 no limit table, and that's a lot. I mean, when you got 1,000 big blinds, that's a lot for a cash game. And a professional would sit down and sit there, and then an hour later they'd have my chips. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Doyle Brunson. Oh, dude, that would be awesome to sit and meet him. That dude, Doyle Brunson. Doyle. Oh, that name is all poker, all day. That he is poker. Doyle Brunson. Yeah, you probably met a lot of Luna. You probably met a lot of the people that is in poker and stuff like that. Phil Hellmuth is whatever. Mike Matisow is a friend of mine. He's a friend on my Facebook, actually. Mike Matisow, the mouth. But he went through he went through a really tough time in his life, and his brother's a friend of mine too. So I really like the Matisows. You gonna play some poker? And I do have a $1 chip from every casino I've ever played in. I keep a $1 chip. That's another thing I do. But it got late already. Jeez. Talking poker now. Maybe we should do a poker night.
That would be fun.
I'm sure we can find a game somewhere. So yeah, it's getting late, guys. I got 2 stores I gotta run. I gotta be at both of them tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. But anything you want to add today?
Just tune in to Luna Geckos Live on Sunday.
Free Black Night.
Congratulations, Frank. We'll be getting you a sticker out. And we're going to start having more fun like that with things, I think. I think that'll be fun to get more people over here. And
I'm going to look at some stuff we can give away. I can get some stuff to give away. We can do some giveaways. I'll look at doing telling people when we advertise. Oh, I do got something. We are going to have Dylan on next week. I am going to be doing that, advertising that. We are going to have Dylan of Scaled Up Expos on. So people, I forgot all about that because of the Frank thing. Sorry, Dylan, but Dylan's going to be on. And we can talk to him about, Scaled Up Expos. He is one of the fastest growing promoters in the country. So we can talk to him about his ups and downs with that, mostly ups. He trying to breed some Ackies. He does hognose, leopard geckos. So we can actually go on that. So next week we do have Dylan. He's going to be on.
Oh, it'll be great to get information from him on the shows alone.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm very excited about next week.
Dylan and Brittany are amazing people. I actually love them guys. They are just awesome. So betting with Gecko scary. I love it. But yeah, we're gonna get Dylan on, and probably Brittany's gonna be on there too. They're both amazing people. We could talk to them about Scaled Up. Maybe we can get into when they, during how the branding changed, because they did change their brand. And make sure you guys go visit Scaled Up Expos, and even if you're not in Wisconsin, go like their pages, because maybe if you're in Wisconsin, or maybe they're going to have an expo near you in the future.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, just go to their Facebook page, like their Facebook, show some support. That's the best way you can support me and Andrew Fauna Radio, is supporting the hobby, and Scaled Up Expos is amazing people. And if you guys really want to get your butts on repdpost.com, it's free. Everything's free. You can start posting your ads on there. The marketplace is free. And once you post on the marketplace, you can share it directly from there to Facebook, and Facebook will not ban your account because it's for sale on another site.
Mm-hmm.
I found a way around that. You can share it to Twitter, stuff like that. Just go to RepDePost and start making your pages, start making your groups. You want your group to have just leopard geckos? It could be just leopard geckos. It's your rules. It's your group. I got Order Exotics on there. You can make your pages. You can check out Order Exotics to see how you can do things. I'm the only admin at this very moment. I haven't added. I don't know if I coded that in. I think I can. I think I make other admins. I'm probably going to do that eventually. But no one's going to delete your pages, guys. Just go to repdepost.com.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to get my stuff on there. But I want to get my website going first.
Yeah, we got to get the website. Right when you get that, I'll have it. I'll have time to sit down. I'll do it at work probably. My boss can see this. I'll do it at work. No, we'll get your website going. The website's gonna be easy. Get your shop. I already got a shop coded. I use it on Order Exotics, so that's gonna be really easy. We can link your PayPal, whatever you use, Square, anything really, and we can make it, or we can make it where they have to just contact you, and then it says I want to order this, and then you do the payment later. I can do it any way you want. Y'all behave now. I'm not behaving nothing. I do what I want. I'm thinking about doing the intro a little bit different. I do got some different songs and doing different intros for different people and stuff like that. I am going to try to start doing some more advertising. Like, I'm going to be excited about Dylan coming on, so we're going to get Dylan on. And I'm advertising big. I'm going to be doing the artwork probably tomorrow for it, and I am going to advertise the hell out of this one because it's for Dylan. He's my homie.
Yep. And then we're going to do a round table again, right? Is that what you said we're going to do?
I think we should do a round table. How many people can, because I haven't gone over to Melon yet, because I didn't even try that again. I still have it. But I think we're just going to stay here for now. And I think we have up to 9 more people on, maybe 10 more people.
Something like that.
So
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get the spots going. And so if you're interested on being on a round table, it could be for anything. If you want to create a round table for ball pythons, let's do it.
We'll do it. Game. Anything, yep.
If you were interested in being a guest on here, just let me know. Let us know. Let one of us know. We'll schedule you in. We'll get the advertisement done.
Yeah.
Round tables, I kind of want to have, like, if we have 10 people, it's going to be tough, but they're good. I wouldn't mind having some 3 to 4 people round tables too.
Yep, 3 to 4. That's what I was thinking. 3 or 4.
Yeah. So I know Heidi wants to get on. I know Adam, Bubba, Seth will come on. Maybe getting like Heidi and Seth on at the same time. That would be cool.
That would be fun.
Getting Heidi and Seth. And sorry, guys, I can call them by their business names too. So I'm sorry.
Huffs, Herps, and Zeno.
We'll get them guys on. We'll get Miles on. I want to get Miles. Maybe we can do. I do want to do something. We talked about doing all the Green Bay guys or Wisconsin guys on. So, and then you get some Isopod people.
Yeah, I would like to get Miles on once. It'd be fun to have him on there. Isopod people are kind of funny. I've been trying that, and some of them are like, "Nah, I don't think so. I think they're scared they're going to get picked apart or something. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know.
Miles is my homie. So, all right, guys. I think anything else you want to add?
Yeah, Nikki says she's having problems on.
Message me on Facebook what you're having problems with, or message me here. On here, and I'll help you out.
See, I heard that somebody said that to me too, but they were talking about the old.
Yeah, it might be because you can't on your username. You cannot have a space. It's just got to. You can change your name when it looks like it brings up the name later. Your username cannot have a space. A lot of people do that. So.
Yeah. Peace out, Frank.
So just message me on here or message me. I just look up Gary Orner on Facebook and I can
add him.
So you guys all rock. You guys are all my homies. This was a good show. We didn't get, we did the elephant. It wasn't bad.
short little thing on the elephant and gone. Peace.
Peace, guys. We outie.